Hey guys, good Saturday morning to you. This is Rusty 78609. It's 20 degrees outside. Cold, 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 cold. Here I'm in my too big $3 Walmart shirt, and I know somebody will make some smart comment about it, but I don't care. Anyway, having said that, it is a nice day. It is cold here in Central Texas for this time of the year. High today is supposed to be in the 50s. We'll gradually get back to normal pretty soon. And hey Google, good morning.
Hey, Rusty. It is 6:51 a.m. Currently in Burnett it's 27 and clear. Today, it'll be sunny, with a forecasted high of 54 and a low of 29. Have a good one.
It's always warmer in the city. It's 7 degrees cooler out here in the boonies. But anyway, yeah, it's 20 out there on my patio right now. I mean, it's cold, cold, cold. I wouldn't want to be out there. Hey Google, what's the temperature in Bangor, Maine?
In Bangor, it's currently 35.
Wow, you guys got a heat wave. Hey Google, what's the temperature in International Falls, Minnesota?
In International Falls, it's currently minus 28. There's currently a wind chill warning in effect.
That's cold. That's cold. Minus 28, guys. Minus 28. Hey Google, tell us a joke.
Okay, here you go. How do you make an elephant float? 2 scoops of ice cream, 1 can of root beer, and an elephant.
Bad, bad, bad. I don't know why the lighting's not right, but anyway, it's the way it is. And this shirt causes a problem too with the camera lighting and so forth. But anyway, I'm looking at getting a Google Pixel 2 XL, but I'm going to wait till the price comes down because they're too expensive right now. But no, but they've got that image stabilization stuff in the phone, so when they get down around $300 or $400, I may buy one. Right now they're $800. That's too much. But anyway, this is Tilaka47. She says, Rusty, I apologize if there was some confusion about my comment. A friend sent it to me and I thought you might be interested in it, so I posted it here. Apparently someone thinks I was claiming to be the author of this article and called me a thief and a troll. I never made such a claim. Well, let me tell you this, Tilaka, you didn't cause me any problems at all. You do not need to apologize at all. The article was extremely interesting, and I thank you very much for taking the effort to share it with us. And for that idiot that didn't agree with you and called you a lot of names, believe me, YouTube will take care of him because they don't allow that kind of crap. He's gone. Adios amigo. No. We run this channel for our convenience, okay? And you contributed something that we thought, or I thought, was useful for the whole gang, and you can do that anytime you choose to. And don't worry about giving credit to the author and all that copyright crap. There's not a thing wrong. You haven't done a thing wrong. They published it on a public forum, and it's a non-profit organization that published the article originally, so do not worry about it. Enjoy your life. And that individual that went off like a cannon, adios. Anyway, next. Thank you very, very much for that comment, though. I do appreciate it. This is Brenda Coweta on Welcome to Something. Says AI, artificial intelligence, is going to be big in medical research to do AI surgery, robotics, and like you mentioned, cancer treatments to target specific cancer cells. Also drone ambulance that pick up patients with AI software. Great info, sir. Rusty, thank you. Well, yeah, see, I mean, that's a great comment. It stimulates a great conversation. It stimulates thinking about what's coming down the what's coming in the future. See, and if you can adapt, in other words, see, we are great at adapting to situations, and if we prepare ourselves for the change that's coming mentally, then when it starts to roll out, you're not in shock. Okay, and I know this shirt causes my camera to go, the color to go, but anyway, that's the way it is. It's the only shirt I got, but it's warm anyway. This is Jane Delaney. It says, thought-provoking information. This is on that comment. Lots to ponder. However, I wonder if humanity is prepared for the future. They might as well be. Humans have a tendency to be self-destructive. Well, that's kind of what's true. Perhaps technology will save us from ourselves. Overall, I see a lot of positives that will come with change. Indulging in insects may take some adjusting to, although they are high in nutrients. Now, a lot of this stuff's going to take some time, but humans do have a, do we have a tendency to be self-destructive? The answer to that is yes and no. Yes, in that we are tribal. We like to be in little tribes, and we like for our tribe to go kill the other tribe. Now, whether it's a religious tribe or a nation tribe or a state tribe or a football team. We're all kind of tribal, and we want our tribe to win every time, okay? And we'll kill the other tribe to prove it. So that's the way that is. So it's, as far as being self-destructive, I guess we are in that sense, but overall I think we try to get along. Cajun James, I hate to poo-poo this comment. What it leaves out is graft, greed, and corruption. Well, I don't know that that's going to go away. The good thing about it, though, if you try to think positive, Cajun James, my God, Rusty, just look at what this government is doing to medical, economy, education, currency, $1 trillion debt. But again, it says what all this AI will lead to is control of people. We're already under control. And it says never increasing to NSA, Border Patrol, CIA, FBI, military. Yeah, okay, that's fine. But, again, it's a change. And all I'm trying to do is just help you understand that it's a change coming. Now, how it rolls out in the final form, I won't be here to find out, and neither will you probably. But anyway, Mike Raines, The Truth About Your Future, The Money Guide You Need to Know Later and How Much, hardcover. Okay, there's a book out called The Money Guide You Need to Know Later and Much Later, hardcover. It was published March 28, 2017 by Rick Edelman, the author, Edelman. The Truth About Your Future. Okay, this is Mark Pikus, P-I-K-A-S. What will happen when the supercomputers fail or are taken over by intended tyrants? We may have to go back to horses and buggies, or worse, walk. That would be called the fifth revolution, whatever, somewhere around 2050. Alvin Toffler also made similar predictions in Future Shock. He was wrong on many counts. So, well, whenever you're predicting the future, your chances of being right are very slim, okay? I mean, you can get generally correct, but as far as being specifically correct, probably never, okay? But, if you look at it in the negative, from the negative viewpoint, what's going to happen when the evil spirits take over? That happens all the time. The bad guys do figure out a way to beat the system, and that happens, and then the good guys come in and correct it, hopefully. But again, try to think positive, man. I'm looking at it from a positive viewpoint. I mean, there are just so many great things coming. I mean, for example, this Google Home device I have that I'm getting better at using, and it's getting better at using me too, is wonderful. I mean, for me, I'm 72 years old. I can do my shopping list. I can set timers. I can ask silly questions if I choose to. I can check the weather. I can say what time is it. I can do all kind of stuff. Does it help? Yeah, it's just, do I need it? I mean, could I live without it? Sure, I lived without it for 72 years, so it's not a big deal. But it is convenient, and it's the way the future is going to roll out. But anyway, next comment is from Wrangler. It says, very interesting comment for sure. I enjoyed listening to it, and I'm positive too it's going to happen very quick. I agree with him. I have 2 rolls of 35 millimeter color slide film that I bought in the early 80s that I never used. Back then you took the pictures, went to the drugstore to get it developed, waited a few days and went back and picked it up, opened the envelope to look at the pictures, and found out only one of the 20 pictures was any good. These high-end digital cameras are far superior. Well, let me tell you this, what's even more superior than that. They compared a Google Pixel 2 XL camera, that's the new smartphone from Google. They got a Google Pixel 2 and a Google Pixel 2 XL. They both have the same or similar camera. They compared it to a $20,000 high-end camera. Not much difference. Amazing. That's how good they've got. But it's done with software, not hardware. Okay, this is Andrew Rivera. What about RVing? Boy, that's a good question. You think about how that will change RVing. Of course, there'll be a lot of more high tech in the RV itself. The RV will be totally connected to the internet, obviously, and a lot of the internal components can be handled by voice control. That'll come. That's rolling out in cars, and it'll roll out in in RVs very soon also. And as far as boondocking, they'll have batteries that will last months at a time, so you can charge the battery before you leave home or whatever you want to do, and you can boondock forever because you can run on solar all the time for sure. But I have to tell you, from the time I first bought my the first solar panel I bought was in 1990 in that range, or 92, and it was a 40 watt panel, 40 watt. I just wanted it to keep the battery charged on the RV. It didn't do it because they were only about 50% efficient. So that meant you actually had a 20 watt panel, and I think it cost me $500. I sent it back though, thank goodness. Yeah, so what about RVing? It's going to change. I promise you, it'll change. You know, the RVs will be all electric. Believe it or not, you'll have a Class C that's all electric. Walleye, and the Dow closed up today 228 after another fantastic week. I hope you all made plenty of money this week. I didn't make a dime. I don't have any money in the market at all, but for those of you that are forced into the 401ks, which I think is the way it is, but that's what keeps the market up. That's it. They keep pumping the air in the balloon. But with these 401ks that employees are in, and the employer puts money in, and then the mutual funds buy individual stocks, and the balloon keeps going boop, 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 boop. Is that good or bad? It's the way it is. TT Boy 2004. Hey Rusty, and boycotting Amazon due to Bezos' donation to the Dreamers over U.S. citizens will buy on eBay which the same products for less. Let me tell you what about that. You need to do a little research. The reason Jeff Bezos donated the money to the Dreamers, it's not so much that he's against anything that Donald Trump is doing. It's that he's the son of an immigrant from Cuba, okay? And he empathizes with those people that have come over like that. But of course his dad came over legally and followed all the rules. Now where the conflict is the illegal immigrants in the quote Dreamers, okay? And so you know, it's a question of, if you come here legally, there is no issue with you being here ever. It's just like if you go to Mexico, if you're there legally, you don't have any issues, okay, or any other country. That's why they have rules. So just to, you know, again, you do what you got to do, TT Boy 2004, but you'll miss not doing business with Amazon. I promise you that, and you'll miss using the link. Oh, speaking of which, for those of you that use the Amazon link, somebody did yesterday. Thank you very much. Thumbs up, pat, pat, pat. And I know somebody hates that I say that. But anyway, yeah, I'm an Amazon affiliate, and I leave a link to Amazon products in every video description. So if you choose to use the link and go to Amazon and buy anything, I get a small commission, and it helps, does. And because YouTube is way down. And but yeah, it doesn't cost you a dime. So if it's too inconvenient, don't fool with it. But if it's in your convenience zone, and you think about it, we'll do it, and I appreciate it. Cinnamon Girl, it's amazing when stupidity comes from the boardroom. Uh-oh, where are we going with this? The first digital camera was invented at Kodak Labs by their engineer Steve Sasson, but Kodak would not sell the camera, fearing it would end film sales. So when the first consumer digital sales cameras showed up, made by Casio, Apple, and others, the film market tanked, and so did Kodiak. They filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy in 2012 and recently sold some of their patents and headquarters property. Last week, Kodak announced its name on a sketchy Bitcoin mining business called Kodak is treating cryptocurrency as a short-term revenue boost. But anyway, it's a good comment. It's a lengthy comment. Thank you, Cinnamon Gore. You're right. You know what it is. See, if you've got people on the board of directors that are old people, and most board members are elderly, that's a fact, or was. It may have changed a little bit by now. But what happens? They resist change. That can't happen. We can't do that. You know, and that's crap. And they're getting run over by the thousands right now, just like a big old bulldozer coming down the highway. And you're going to stop it by putting your hand up? I don't think so. There was a girl in Israel that tried that, and she tried to hold up some army tanks in Israel by protesting and hold her hand up. Guess what happened? They ran over. So that tells you something, doesn't it? I mean, that's what change is. But yeah, it is amazing when stupidity comes from the boardroom. It is amazing, but it does happen, and it's happening now. Here we go. Here's another guy. He says he's boycotting Amazon due to Jeff Bezos. Yeah. Okay, but again, understand why he did it. It was personal with him. Okay, it wasn't necessarily political. It was personal. He's the wealthiest man in the whole world, so he can do cute things like that. I'm sure he didn't want it to be public, but somebody in the news media probably dug it out, and the way they went with it. But again, you know, am I far against the Dreamers? I don't have any opinion at all. I'm not. I guess you could say I'm an immigrant, you know, like 15th generation or something. But be that as it may, you know, do what you got to do. If you feel that strongly about it, you just do what you got to do. I'm sure you're going to put Amazon out of business. Don't do that. Dave Edelman, RVing, keep it simple. Rusty, I've been a bit busy and not able to keep up with your videos. Not too happy about that, but life happens. It is always refreshing to hear someone that keeps it real. The world we live in is missing people being real. I mean, you know, there's a lot of real people out there. I think sometimes maybe the news media makes us think there's not, because they only show idiots most of the time. But no, just hang in there, dog. Stand guard at the door of your mind. You're going to be fine and dandy. Welcome to, oh, here we go. This is Scott Witkowski. I agree with the comment except for his timelines. Hard to put a date on it. No, I agree with that. It will happen rapidly once it begins, but I do believe we are 30 years away from this description as a whole. See, therein lies the problem. Once this stuff grows exponentially. See, that's linear thinking. There's nothing wrong with that, because I think the same way, Scott. But we think linearly. We can't imagine things happening quickly. You know, we don't see that. We're not good at that. And exponential growth or change is happening. And so, but anyway, enough said. Open mind, brilliant human control. Thank you. This is Sarah. Happy all Friday night catching up. Thanks for everything, Rusty, and thanks to the comment person. Very excited about health, healing health, etc. I know it sounds far out, but you know, if you watch enough videos about this, you know, of course, there are, as she points out, there are moral and who controls AI implications. Yeah, that's true. And believe me, there's a war on right now. It's not a bullets war, but believe me, it's a war between countries right now. Russia, China, and the United States, and probably India, are scrambling to see who can get a hold of it first. Phil Williams, another Arctic blast coming your way Monday night. Looks like you will be on the southern edge of the front. Yeah, it looks like Monday's going to be a really cold day. The high is supposed to be in the 30s, and you know, but it's just one day, and then the next day it goes up to the 50s. So yeah, we get an Arctic blast, but it just kind of goes poof, and then it's gone. Dave Edelman, welcome to Change or whatever. Agree that change should be our best friend. Live and learn, or die stupid. I agree with that. I am not convinced of the forecast of the time frame, but who knows? Yeah, no one really knows what the time frame is going to be, but you know, be on the optimistic side and assume it's going to happen quicker, because it's going to happen quick. Sherry France, Lake Whitney Park only charges $70 a week for electric and water from November through February. Well, that's good to know. Lake Whitney. That's I know where that is. I think I've been there a couple of times. Sarah J. RVing. I know I'm going to love this. Thank you, Rusty. After all the stuff, definitely finding a simple way. Oh yeah, this is about keeping it simple. Definitely finding a simple way to try it first in my car, like you did with yours, even living in an RV. More for simplicity and fun than even savings. In a fast to get to a place to just get away easily. It says, hooray for Rusty, enjoy your mini improvements, and then see, keep an open baking soda box and door ajar in your camper fridge while it is in storage and not on, keeps it from molding, etc. Well, thank you, Sarah. That is absolutely correct. This is Elmer. It says, hello, I'm Elmer. It says, heading home. We've all seen that we care. We've seen all that we care to see at the RTR. I made a few videos and will share. I don't believe we're going to do it again. Never seen so many types of RV, cars, vans, and people in one place. You name it, it's here. Catch up soon. Elmer. Thank you, Elmer. This is Rod Rocket Tubes. Beware, discount tire lost my hubcap and they didn't find something about it. The anonymous workers, they will not tell you how it became flat. Well, you know, I've had good luck at discount tire, but good point. Thank you. Ron Bailey, very interesting stuff. Thanks for sharing, Rusty. You're welcome. Old Lady Fish, eating insect as long as it's not cockroaches, flies to their children. I'm curious, in the 1980s I used to buy expensive fried chocolate bees and crickets. I used to treat myself to those. Now think about that. A spider would not think twice about laying on you if it gets hungry. I hear you, but no, but you know, I don't know that much about insects and eating them, but you know, there are places they do it now. This is 428 Steve. on Red River, New Mexico. It's not Eagle's Nest, as told to me a few times in a Red River bar by a local cowboy rancher. There ain't but one eagle in Eagle Nest. Good times in Red River, New Mexico. I don't know. I always called it Eagle's Nest. Maybe it's Eagle Nest. Okay. RVing, Dreaming Angel, thumbs up, thank you. Jeremy Carroll has got a link to something. He says, good laugh, Rusty. Thank you. This is Gregory Atkins. Wish the AC was roof mounted. Oh, that's on the 2018 Travelite. Was roof mounted. Being a small trailer, the side mounted AC take up precious storage space. You could put at least 2 decent sized cabinets. I don't know, mine's a side mount and I like it. I got plenty of space. Ronald Buss, I hate to be somewhat negative, but as technology increases exponentially, so will our problems. The major problem is our population is no, that's wrong. What you're saying here is the major problem is our population is increasing exponentially. It's not. That's wrong. Actually, the actual growth check it out. The population growth of the entire world is actually growing at a decreasing rate, not an increasing rate. That's exponential, okay? But anyway, I'm not worried about population at all. That's not going to be one of our big issues in the future. The big issue in the future is going to be who controls artificial intelligence and how it's used, whether it's used for peaceful, humane reasons, or they go use it for control and war. Buck 7567, you're talking on the mind is right in line with the Bible. Preach it. Well, I don't know about the Bible, and I'm certainly not going to get into that. MMP Cody, wow, impressive. Thank you, MMP Cody. The Tesla Model 3 is the first car designed for a car basically. Rent your car out. That's what the cameras inside are for, which has not been enabled yet because of laws. That's correct. No, Tesla's car is designed for the future in that it's set up to be totally autonomous, and it's just a matter of uploading the software. Scotty's got 4. Cool future talk, Rusty. Thank you. Cool comment call, Rusty. Thank you, Scotty. What kind of food do you eat, Rusty? A lot of different things, Scotty. Thank you. Scotty, cool RV talk, Rusty. Thank you, Scotty Thompson. Perry Davis, you get the crazies found that right up. Oh, you do get the crazies. Found that right up in 2016 from a lady in Australia. Actually, it comes from, and I'll tell you in just a minute when I get through with these last 2 comments. Scotty Thompson, cool exponential age talk, Rusty, thanks you. And this is Iron Ridger, 999. Rusty, in case you haven't seen this one yet, Garmin Speak. He's got a link to Garmin Speak. Apparently, it's a Garmin, that gives you the directions and stuff that will talk back to you. And I'll check out the link. Thank you. And then I'm going to tell you where that comment came from. It came from the original article was posted. I don't have the date. Well, it says 1 year and 7 months ago. So I guess the lady that said 2016 is, yeah, here it is. It was posted on June 6, 2016, and it was posted in a nonprofit commercial health information outfit group called worldhealth.net, and you can find it on the internet. It's www.worldhealth.net, and they've got a lot of interesting articles. I just happened to go look at it, and it's pretty interesting. But they do have this article, and it's called Future Predictions, and then it's the exact publication that Talaka put on the deal. Okay, and I appreciate her, whoever that, her, him, it. That posted that, because that's kind of comments that are great. You know what I mean? That helps people, man. It helps you understand what's coming down the pike, and that's what you need, because anyway, enough said about that. But again, thank you very much. Today is Saturday, as far as I know. I think Saturday is the 13th, actually. It says I have no notifications. I know that. There it is. It's Saturday, January the 13th, correct. But anyway, from Central Texas, USA, guys, let's get one more joke in here. Hey, Google, tell us a joke.
This might make you laugh. What do you call a shoe made out of a banana? A slipper.
Now there's something in that one. It's weak, but there's something there. Well, anyway, guys, thank you for all your great comments. I appreciate all your comments. And my fashion, this thing screws up the camera terribly. I mean, I can see the lighting going in and out and in and out, so not much telling what y'all are going to see in this video. But anyway, from Central Texas, USA, on a cold morning, I'll go do my walking at Walmart or somewhere. And but anyway, keep your health. Basically, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye, bye, bye. Anything your little heart desires. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description. Because I'm an Amazon affiliate, I get a small commission, and it doesn't cost you a dime. After that, drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day will not hurt you. It's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones, and it'll also help you lose weight if that's what you want to do. Right? Right. So what else? Take deep breaths. Hold it for a few seconds and then breathe out. Why? Because that relieves stress, and relieving stress is good for you, okay? Because it lowers your blood pressure, all right? Is that good for you? Yes, it is. And then stretch, by golly. I mean, stretch those arms. Swing, swing, swing. Do all that good stuff. You know what I mean? Keep your health, man. And, you know, if you've got your health, you're going to want to do things. When you want to do things, it makes you feel good. You'll enjoy your life much more. So anyway, from Central Texas, USA, thank you again for all your comments. I appreciate it. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye.